Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Satisfactory, Barad. Since the end of the last episode, I've done a few tweaks here and there. So firstly, that was the body I was playing with last episode, and maybe the episode before. I'm back in my original body, so everything that I had before I've now got again, and everything I had last episode I've lost again. I have no idea what's going on with that. I think it's something to do with network stuff. I had a few internet issues, so I couldn't create an online session. May have something to do with it, but anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yes, I've made a few tweaks back here. If you look here, I've twisted around this iron ore miner. It is now being split into two furnaces. Or two smelters, whatever they're called in this game, before being merged and then split three ways between I think that one's pipes, pipes, wire, and plates. So I've just doubled the production of them, essentially, because I was running very low on iron plates, which I still am. What else have I done? I have filled in the floor. I've filled in the floor of like the first floor, I guess. I'll go down and show you that in a second. And I've also added in this. So this is another belt which goes off in this direction towards a limestone deposit that I found. I probably shouldn't be running on the belt because I figure this first floor is going to be like my basic products. So iron plates, rods, and what else is a basic product I use? Well, concrete. So I could probably do that as well. Is that another limestone deposit over there? That might be a bit better. If it is, I think it's an iron. Yeah, that's an iron ore deposit. Yeah. Because unfortunately this is just an impure deposit, but I can deal with that. So I don't know quite why I ran over here, because I want to pick something up on the way first. So I guess we go back again. So yes, on today's to-do list, I'm going to set up that limestone. I'm going to head down, and on the first floor, or the second floor, if you don't count from ground and then one, if you just count from one and then two, I'm going to pinch one of these. Yoink. On the first floor we are going to do those basic products. So iron plates, iron rods, probably wire as well, and concrete. So firstly we need a miner there. And I've already brought some power over, so it's just a case of plugging it in. That should be going already. Yeah, so that will only produce 30 per minute because it's on an impure deposit. How's power going? Absolutely fine. Mostly because this is the only thing that's active at the moment, because everything else is backed up. Okay, so let's follow this down. I don't mind clipping through bushes, but I didn't actually look to check and make sure that it doesn't clip through the ground over here. I'll show you where this belt goes. It goes over to the area off to the right where we're dropping things down into the abyss. So it goes this way. I've hopped up and over the little outcropping of rock. I should probably do that with this one as well. Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. Because if I'm going to do it with one, I may as well do it with the others. So, just hop that up there. Oh, let's not stand on the belt while we're working with these things. See, if I'll put that back, but hop it up by one. I suspect that will be too steep. No, it's not too steep. Excellent. That means this should work. Yes, excellent. Anyway, so yes, this comes over here down this way and into there where it goes down. So the reason there's a gap here, remember we've got 6 lines of iron ore going down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of iron ingots coming back up, so I don't want them to clash. Okay, so let's go jump off a cliff. I have a worrying suspicion I forgot to turn that off. Oh no, it does look as though it's been turned off. Yeah, that's off. There we go, that's on again. And whee! One day I'll miss the on button before jumping off there. So yes, this is what we've got down here. And then we have an area up here. So yeah, everything for the iron smelting is downstairs. Not that there's a great deal of it at the moment. Okay, so on the next floor we need to build some constructors. Okay. Ah yes, that's the other thing. So this one here is the limestone coming down. I'm not quite sure exactly where I want it to pop out yet, so it doesn't hook into anything. What I think I will do, I'll build a few foundations across that way, just so I've got something to work with on the belts, because building that many belt supports, what are they called? Conveyor poles. That's gonna get old fast. Okay, so let's come up with something I can work with. Okay, I think I will do the concrete first, simply because everything else on this floor is going to use iron ingots only, whereas the concrete, of course, uses limestone. So that way I can tuck limestone in a corner out the way and then work around it. So this one is where the limestone is coming in. So I think what I will do, I'll send it over that way. And probably just tuck it in the far corner over there for now. Okay, so I've got the belt going across there. It's nice and straight. It doesn't have any supports because I don't even think the conveyor poles can go that high. Let's have a quick test. No, they can go that high. So yeah, we would need at least the stackable conveyor poles to manage that. But I've got it coming into a wall here, so let's see. If I just throw down a constructor, I'll put it that way around and tell it to make concrete. That takes 45 per minute, so I'm only getting 30 per minute. So I think that, no, that's ugly. No. Let's at least keep things in straight lines. That's better. Okay, that will make me some concrete. And then let's throw down some walls. Just keep things the same. I'll get rid of that one. Put down a wall conveyor there. Put down my wall conveyor the right way round. And we'll have it feed into... Well, we'll have it feed back out there, actually. Now, I will need to get some power over here, of course. That's something we can deal with presently. Okay, so I've just hooked it up as I can, just to get the concrete going. Now, I'll feed the concrete back here, and I'm going to do something slightly different with it. No, not slightly different. I'm going to do something slightly temporary, asterisk, with it, just because it's going to be useful while we're actually, constructing the tower. Okay, so I've hooked up the output belt, and you can see what I have done with it. Instead of sending it into vertical conveyors going up, just for the moment, I'm sticking it into a storage chest. Because obviously we're going to be using quite a bit of concrete during the construction of this. So partially that, partially because I haven't yet decided how many conveyors I want going up of iron, plates, rods and wire, and just because they're on this side, it makes sense for sort of the next few conveyor belts to be those, and then I can have the concrete going up. In fact, now I think about it, I could probably move this along a bit. Yeah, I'll leave it like it is. Anyway, so if I just throw down a constructor, surprised that wasn't on top of it. Right, so an iron plate takes in 30 per minute, gives out 15. So one belt can support 2 of these and will fill half a belt. Okay, then let's look at the rods. That's 15 to 15, so 1 belt to 1 belt. And the wire is 15 to more than a full belt on its own. Okay. So at the moment, I have 3 belts of iron ingots. I have capacity for 6, but I've actually only got the 3 at the moment. So what I think I will do, I will... Oh, that side, please. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. So if I turn 1 belt into rods, 2 belts into plates. Yeah, what I'll do, I will turn 2 belts into plates. That will give me 1 full belt of plates. This one, I will, so it's providing 60 per minute. I will use 3/4 of that, turn it into rods, and I will use the other quarter of that and turn it into wire. Okay, so let's bring one of these belts over to where I need it. And with that, I think I'm done. So let's have a quick look, see what we've got. So we've got the 3 belts of iron ingots coming in here. We'll follow this one first. This is the more interesting one. It comes around this way, goes in here, and then it splits into 4. So splitter, 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 splitter. The reason I've put a splitter on the end is so that when the belt speeds get doubled or tripled or whatever, I can extend this further down. So the first 3 of them go to iron rod machines. So 15 per minute, 15 per minute, 15 per minute. And the last one goes to an iron wire machine at 15 per minute. So they should all be running full time. Except this one, because at the moment it can't actually output fast enough. Okay, then over here, so the 3 iron rod producers, they go into mergers, which head off to this output. Now you'll notice over here, I've put this belt in here, it's a little hump that goes over, so the next ones down can also merge into that one. Okay? Then the wire that comes out, that goes into a splitter and heads off in 2 directions. This one goes to a merger, which then goes off to an output for wire. Okay. Again, the merger has a little hump, so if I double it up, and there'll be another one of these further down there, that can join up and all of the wire can go to the output. The rest of the wire goes into another constructor, which turns it into cable. This one should be, again, running full time. It's getting 30 per minute, and it should be outputting cable to another output. Okay, now, then we have the other 2 lines of ingots. They come out, one goes one way, one goes the other. It's a symmetric setup. They go through the wall into splitters, which go into constructors, which make iron plates. And then they come from there into mergers, which come to the output, and it's exactly the same on the other side. So everything should be working. The frame rate's a little catastrophic from back here, but if I get a bit closer, we should see the frame rate is still kind of catastrophic. I'm standing right next to it. Why is that frame rate so bad? It doesn't like to be rendered from the back. Okay, that's a fair optimization, I guess. Although if you are going to make something with transparent bits in it. But yeah, you can see, so those 2 are running full time. They're clearly the ones that end up making iron plates. They're the ones that make iron plates over there. That one is a little bit slower. That frame rate, why is that? This game optimizes things in weird ways sometimes. And yeah, they've got the concrete coming down, or the limestone coming down to go into concrete. So, yeah, that's good. We are now making our basic products. So at this point, I think we can all but dismantle the starter base, because the starter base is making me rods, wire, plates, and producing power. So I'll leave the... Ooh. I don't even know if I should leave the power up there. I could bring that down here as well. It will still be a temporary thing off to one side for the moment until I get proper like automated coal or oil or something set up. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I am going to leave it there for this episode, mostly because I have no iron plates anywhere and I need to build up a bit of a supply of them. So, on that note, actually... See, I can't even afford that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there, okay, that should start collecting me some iron plates. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave this running for a bit. I've got to go and pick someone up from the airport actually, so that's fun. I will leave this collecting materials, and then when I do that, I will come back, and in the next episode, my plan is to move the hub down here. Or even if I don't move it down here, it will be like at the top of the cliff, like next to where the tower will be. And then next episode, I think we should start collecting materials for the space elevator. Because if I actually go back to the hub, which I won't do now, but there are no researches left to do. I've done milestones, that's the word I was after. Although I don't think I have any researches left to do either. Yeah, I've got 3 researches open to me in the MAM at the moment. One is a hard drive. I don't have a hard drive. One is an obelisk. I literally can't make them at the moment. And the other one is alien organs. I need 5 of them. I only have 3. So I could go out hunting, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. Next episode, we'll get started on moving the hub and building the space elevator. so we've got some more stuff to do. In the meantime, though, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.